Well, we did have a comment by Julie Mendenhall. Julie said this was one of my favorite books that she's read. Such a great blend. Thank you, Brendan. I've learned so much from you. I laughed and cried throughout the book. Julie, thank you for sharing, and thank you for tuning in. Look at that. Look at that love. Okay, that. Oh, look,
thank you, Julie.
So, well, Brendan, was there a favorite chapter of the book that you love or like?
Well, I'm a little bit biased. I like the whole thing. I like all of it. But my absolute favorite chapter is Boston, the Boston chapter. I loved writing it. To me, it was fun. It was sad because it could very well have happened. That part was 100% fiction, but it happens every day, and it could have happened to me. And for any watchers in Boston, this event never took place. It never happened. Boston is cool. I like Boston. I'll probably be there this summer. Yay, Boston! Don't sweat it. But that was one of my favorite chapters. Just I had a good time writing it.
Right on. It's a good chapter.
But just like I asked, what was your favorite? What was your most difficult?
Ooh. I think one of the more difficult chapters that I had to write was chapter 33, which is Nora's letter, young Nora, when she wrote the letter that was dictated by Pop, who was Leon Marx. That one was hard to write. Believe it or not, it was actually toned down some because it was pretty graphic. It speaks about some of the atrocities of slavery. And during my research, there was just so many things that I could have added, but, it was just a dictated letter. So I didn't want it to be too terribly long, but, it was important to me to put it in the book. And it was really important for me to get through it, because a lot of times in school, we learn that America had slaves, Black people picked cotton, Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, and that's all we get. That's it. A lot of people just think, okay, and now we're happy because we were freed. And there's so much more to it that you just never hear, you never get exposed to. So it was really important for me to make it as realistic as possible, some of the atrocities that slaves had to endure. And I hope it came through in chapter 33, Nora's letter.
It did. And that was, it was quite remarkable, all of that. And it really sort of reminded me of things like Beloved by Toni Morrison and some of those other books where they really go into it and really give you a vibe for what has happened.